Good afternoon, and welcome to Kansasfest 2018. This is the 30th time Kansasfest has been held, and I'm not going to give you a long history, but just we recognize that it got started through Tom Weiser, who is publisher at Open Apple and Mac A2 Central, and eventually got to the point where they decided to have a meeting, a group like this get together for a developers conference, and started out just as the developers, became a summer conference, and we all started calling it Kansasfest. And I actually have a little greeting from what?
Hi, I'm Tom Weiser. They tell me I had something to do with the first Kansas Fest 30 years ago. I can't remember much from that long ago, but I did find this shirt. So you guys have a good time, and if you see my friend Roger Wagner, you tell him that I miss him. Bye-bye. Well, it's amazing that it's the 30th one. Obviously, I had nothing to do with at least 24 of those, if not more. I'm just happy that folks have been able to form this community and keep it going through the years out of something that somehow started with projects I was involved in.
So he wanted to have him say something to greet us for this 30th event here. And now I want to turn it over to Martin Hay. Do you need your computer in here?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm going to cover a few administrivia and rules. Just for the newcomers that did not make it to the orientation, I have a very small amount of information for you, like the really critical things. One is, if you leave your door open, and we encourage you to do so, you are inviting other people to come in your room, and they will ask you what you're doing. That's good. On the active side, the loud side, it's 24-hour loudness is cool and acceptable, and especially for newcomers, please be loud. On the quiet side, loudness is okay, except for 10 p.m. to whatever it is, 9 a.m. I can't remember. Be quiet. Diversity. You will meet gay people in the hallways. You will meet women in the hallways. You will meet transgender people in the hallways. You will meet people who do not share your religious views. And you will meet people who do not share your perspective on Trump. All of those things are completely irrelevant at Kansasfest. Talk about the Apple II, and you are golden.
That's your common religion.
And Boo Atari. No, we like our Atari buddies. Decorate your door. Please only use masking tape. The paint does come off if you put duct tape on the door. Everything else is good. Lanyards. Black lanyards are staff people. Dagan's going to introduce us shortly. So ask us if you have any issue that you need resolved that we can resolve. Red lanyards, there are a few of them. Those are people who do not wish their photo taken even from the back, so don't include them in group shots. If you found that you accidentally took a picture of them, just delete it. Bathrooms, the first floor quiet side is women's. All the other bathrooms are men. Not because we are against women, but because of the ratio of men to women here. And there are also 2 locking bathrooms if you need privacy for your shower or for your bathing needs. Those are available. Come see us. Lastly, parking is a pain in the neck this year. There's a parking structure way up on the corner of Troost that's relatively safe compared to parking on the street. We're not supposed to use the lot because they're doing construction. Next year that should be different, and hopefully what they're constructing we'll actually get to use. More on that hopefully next year. And now I will hand it over to Dagan Brock.
Dagan Brock.
Thanks, Roger. So I don't really have anything prepared. I will be introducing Roger shortly, so I hope he's ready. It looks like you're still editing. That's not fair. Pencils down. This is mostly just a. This is mostly just a quick thank you to everybody who helped make this happen. I've been running around a little crazy doing things just because I'm disorganized, but I've had more than one person jump in and offer to help and actually do very useful help. Obviously, all this video stuff is pretty much volunteer driven. So, and then of course, what you guys bring from home, including mostly yourselves, is what makes Kansasfest a really special and unique thing. Real briefly, I want to also draw attention to the Kansasfest committee. We kind of fill in where we can, and sometimes real life comes along and we can't do everything ourselves, and someone else will say, hey, I'll do the t-shirt order this year, or hey, I'll contact catering, and it's an insane amount of small details. So I'm just going to call their names real fast. They can raise their hands and you can give them annoying applause. I'm Dagan Brock, so don't clap for me, but clap for Martin Hay. Stephen Wyrick. I just call him Dr. Steve because it's awesome. Where's Kirk? Is he in here? No. Kirk is not here. Sean Fahey, of course, who's done a ton of this, including the garage giveaway. James Littlejohn was added because we just felt really guilty about the whole great big green truck that he has to drive all around the country to bring all this Apple II stuff here. So he got roped into this last year, and he's been hugely helpful. And yeah, go ahead and give James. And then, am I forgetting anybody else who's here? I feel like I am. There's a ton of us now.
Yeah, I feel like somebody else is here.
Okay, and then of course you guys are probably noticing Andrew Malloy and Peter Neubauer aren't here. They had other obligations, and so I really wanted to thank them on the stream and on video because they are still handling requests. Peter, got called away to work in Germany, and he's still helping with reservations and stuff while he's working overseas and can't come. And it's a similar situation with Andrew. So please give those guys a round of applause because they've done